What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking on the brand new 60 stamina raid boss, or the Clash Judge. Now, this raid boss is actually pretty interesting, and the unit itself is actually pretty goddamn good. So before we get into three separate teams that I have for you guys in this video today, let's discuss the brand new character being Clash Judge. This character is a Dex powerhouse striker character, and at max level, at level 99, he has 2,820 HP, 1580 attack, and 240 recovery. Obviously, these are his max limit broken statistics. His captain effect will boost strength, psi, and dex characters attack by 2.5 times, and also give them a 1.2 times HP boost. And then if you attack good or better in the order of strength, psi, and then dex, without breaking the chain, you will get a 3 times attack boost instead. This is pretty cool because he works directly with the brand new V2 Jinbei that has just come out. V2 Jinbei has the exact same type of boosting, he boosts the same colors, and this character is essentially just a character that supports the brand new legend that has just been released. Now, his special ability is also pretty freaking cool as well, and it starts off at a 28 turn cooldown with his limit break. Normally it's 29 turns, but he does get a cooldown reduction with his limit break, and it maxes at 15 or 14 with limit break. He does 200,000 fixed damage to one enemy, and also reduces increased damage taken, lock chain multiplier, and decreased chain multiplier growth rate duration by 5 turns, which is pretty freaking cool. And then on top of it, if there are 3 or more dex characters on the crew, he doubles the color affinity of strength, dex, and psi characters for a turn, which is awesome once again because the V2 Jinbei batch did not have a color affinity booster, and this character is a direct unit you can put into the V2 Jinbei team to help you get a color affinity boost. So you don't see too many 2 times color affinity boosters nowadays, and just having a free-to-play one is just immensely useful to have. And also he has some slight utility as well with the increased damage taken, chain multiply limit, and coefficient reduction reducer as well. Now, in terms of his crewmate abilities, his first one is going to boost dex characters base stats by 30, and his secondary one is going to boost the base attack of powerhouse characters by 50. So it would have been nice if he had some sort of sailor ability to get some more matching orbs for your crew. Would have been really cool. However, that is not the case. He has quick damage reduction as well by 5%, and slot bind resistance by 5 turns. So overall, his actual crewmate abilities, his potential abilities, are pretty average, I would say, or even bad, I would say, but his captain effect and his special ability for a free-to-play character are very, very useful to have. This character is going to be a trusty character in the upcoming treasure map against Boa Hancock, and if you do not have V2 Jinbei, this would be an ideal captain to have with a friend V2 Jinbei. So anyways, once the treasure map information does come closer, we'll probably make another video regarding that kind of stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the 60 stamina Clash Judge. So now we can get into discussing this brand new raid boss, Clash Judge. So on stage 1, nothing really too noteworthy here. They give you an increased chance of getting non-matching slots, I believe, but it's nothing really too noteworthy. Doesn't really make much of a difference in my eyes from the teams that I've been using here. But the first team you guys are going to be seeing here is a V2 Akainu team. We also have a Big Mom team, and we also have a Katakuri team. So those are the 3 teams you guys will be seeing. I'll probably put timestamps down below in the description as well. So on stage 2 is extremely annoying, and you do have to make sure that you take down all of the 3 guys in the back row that are quick units, because if they stay alive on turn 1, each of them will special rewind your whole crew by 4 turns. You definitely don't want that because it makes stalling much more difficult. You're going to be taking more damage, and you just don't really want to be doing that. And then you can stall on the evolvers in the front row. This is typically where you'll be spending most of your time in this dungeon here. On stage 3, there are more bodyguards once again. Now, these bodyguards are a bit different. This time around, on their first attack, they will give you a 30% health cut, and they only do it once, so that's relatively easy to take care of that. And the Seahorse, instead of binding a character like what he normally does on a lot of other raid bosses, the Seahorse, I believe, will 7-turn despair you on his first attack, so definitely want to get rid of that Seahorse, of course. And on stage 4, you have a whole bunch of characters that have slot barriers. They also give you a 6-turn despair, 5-turn orb lock, and and your left column will get a full board of block orbs. So having some orb manipulation here is going to be quite key, and having barrier penetration is also going to be useful as well. Now, if those characters stay alive, they will actually paralyze you for 2 turns, and I believe it's a high chance of paralysis as well. So you definitely want to take down the guys as quick as possible, so orb manipulation is quite key. And now we talk about the final boss stage against Judge. He has 11 million health and he attacks every turn for 9,800 damage. His preemptive attack gives himself a delay immunity. He gives you a special limit, so you can only use 2 specials per turn. And he also has a 19 turn strength slot barrier. So you have to hit him with a strength orb before you can start dealing damage to him. After the first turn of attacks, he will cut your health by 33% and also give you block and bomb orbs. So once again, orb manipulation is going to be quite key. And he also buffs his own defense after the first turn by a pretty significant margin as well. After turn 2, he gives you 4 turn recovery bind and 4 turn attack up for himself. I'm not too sure how much the attack up is, but he's going to be dealing a lot more damage than usual. And then on turns 3 and 4, he's going to remove all beneficial effects. And if he is still alive when his health is below 30%, 3 members of your crew will be blown away. And there is an interrupt as well. Make sure do not use any type of orb boost, or if you are going to use an orb boost, use it on stage 4 and carry it into the final stage so that you can actually get a pretty significant boost from orbs on stage 5. But if you do use an orb boost on the final boss stage, he will remove all beneficial effects and give you a 15 turn slot bind. So you just don't bring an orb booster on the final stage. As I said, the best way to do it, as you guys will be seeing on my Katakuri team, is I use Neptune on stage 4 and then carry that into the final boss stage, and that works out really, really well. The Big Mom team is probably going to be my farming team. It is the fastest of the teams that I have in this particular video. The Akainu and the Katakuri team are relatively similar in terms of speed, but this Big Mom team is just so fast because the cooldowns of the characters are actually really low, and also the fact that you have the abilities of double special activation with Perospero and also Shanks. So you can use Perospero earlier if you really wanted to, if you had him rainbowed. Definitely not needed though. And I'm using Shanks on this team as well. Shout out to Alex Kim for this particular team, and it works so well. Shanks is definitely replaceable though. Corazon is also replaceable. He's only there to remove the despair on the Big Mom. And Lore is pretty nice to have because it allows our attacks to go through barriers on stage 4, which is definitely the most annoying stage out of this entire dungeon. The Katakuri team that you guys are going to be seeing after this one is definitely really fun. I'm a big fan of Katakuri, as you guys know, and I really wanted to build a team that was able to beat this particular dungeon, and he does it relatively easily, I would say. Coliseum Kuma is honestly like one of the most useful units you can use on a Katakuri team for this dungeon, because with Coliseum Kuma special, he is guaranteed to knock out one of the characters that have a barrier on stage 4, so it means that when you use your orb manipulation, you can kill one of the guys that have a barrier that you don't have an orb to kill, and then Kuma just basically deals with that. So that helps out so much. And then once again, as I said before, Coliseum Neptune for an orb boost, which you can carry into the final boss room. And obviously with Katakuri, the way that Katakuri is built is you're not trying to kill him in one turn. The final boss, you are trying to do it over multiple turns so you can get the delay and then get his conditional boost off. But anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.
次にラフテルに到達するのは俺たちだ。
どうぞ。どうぞ。どうぞ。